Hello you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope that you're having a lovely evening wherever you are in this crazy world. Now this is going to be another magazine flip through, as we like to do here. However, I did see an article via page 6 that I found very interesting, having to do with Miss Meghan Markle. Now, a lot of it is rehashing the same of what we already know, but there were a few interesting tidbits that I was going to point out. And then we're going to actually do a new one for me. I typically don't pick up Life in Style, but Life in Style had Prince William and Miss Middleton. So I was like, this is a, change from the norm. Typically it's Harry and Meghan, and now we have the senior royals, the working royals. So we'll get into that. But of course, we're going to talk about Meghan and Harry as well. So I actually have it pulled up on my phone. One moment. So the title of the article, for one, was interesting to start with. And I'm like, okay, this was posted yesterday. Why Meghan Markle is making a comeback for the cameras. Loves being famous. And so I guess what they're trying to say is that we have seen Meghan out in various different situations. The latest was she was out, they are saying, coming out of a therapist's office possibly, or a dentist's office, and she was walking out, she had the coat on, and I really do want to cut her slack, but I do know she has a plan. Everything is strategy, everything is done on purpose with intention, so I'm not going to be naive to think that, on her jacket, it was flipped up, the sleeve cuff, to where it could show the patch. And while it could be a thing where she's trying to search for something to help herself, which I completely can believe because everything that she's going through, the pressure of it all, and you're just trying to find something to regulate yourself and your emotions and this, that, and the other. But then on the other hand, I could see it also being an opportunity where it's like, okay, see this, and then other companies can see what she can do by simply having a patch on her wrist. That company, Newcomb, saw a huge spike in sales. They posted on their IG with a promotional, little deal. So maybe she's trying to show, okay, y'all want to talk about me, but you also want to be like me, and I can be a money-making machine in a positive way. Let me wear your shit. So, it's going to be interesting. And I do believe behind the scenes they're working a comeback, because they have to. She's not just going to roll over like so many people want her to do. So she is going to make a comeback. The management, WME, they just have to decide what route it's going to be. So it's going to be interesting. And I should turn the lights out, but actually I should turn the lights on. But I'm such a mood lighting girly. Like, I typically do not use the big lights in my house. Like, I just do not. So we did see this picture of them come out this week. That's Meghan and two of her friends. Meghan posed for a rare selfie with close friends Cleo, Wade, and Katie Lee while showing off her new $2,000 pendant. Now, how do they know that this pendant is new? They know everything in her closet. Do they know everything in her jewelry box to know that this is new, or simply because they haven't seen her wear it before? It's new. So, it starts off very shady, so just be prepared. Loves being famous. She's making a comeback for the cameras. And they're saying that she doesn't have her ring on. So, of course, all types of speculation. They're saying he's not wearing a ring either. But some couples don't wear their rings every day. I don't know. I'm not married. I'm not engaged. You don't see a ring on my finger at all. So, I don't know about these things. So, I guess I don't have, whatever. But I feel like if I were to have those things, that I possibly would want both of us to wear them as much as possible. Now, if you have an occupation where, that's kind of impossible, then obviously whatever. But if you don't have that type of occupation, you sit behind a desk all day, and that's what you do, then okay then. So, I don't know. I don't see a huge deal about it, but of course, everything when it comes to these two, people are like, what the fuck is going on? So, like I said, it starts off shady. Meet Meghan Markle 2.0, wrapped in California coastal grandma chic. Shade. And excuse my busted ass charger taped up. This is my old phone that was not charging at all, but I can now use it still because Wi-Fi. But anyway, she's ready to launch a new commercial venture and definitely happy to be in the public spotlight. The battle for privacy is over, and now the Duchess of Sussex is relaxed about appearing in selfies of friends and being photographed around Montecito in relatable moments of shopping and visiting the dentist. Relatable moments. I love them. So it goes on. Page 6 can reveal that Markle has spent the summer planning a phoenix-like rise from the ashes after a brutal few months for her and her husband, Prince Harry. First came the car crash paparazzi drama in New York when the couple's claims that they were the victims of an hours-long high-speed chase through the streets of Manhattan were met with ridicule. Sources, however, say the couple is still upset about the events of that night. That was the first tidbit, because this is the first mention really in a periodical that I've heard about a response, how they feel, any thoughts about anything about this car chase in Manhattan, you know what I mean? So apparently the sources are saying that the couple is upset about the events of that evening. However, we know nothing more about it. And this is the picture where she kind of has, you can see her sleeve is up like that, and the patch is there, but this sleeve is not. So people can, they're making that claim. Then they talk about Spotify, Like I said, some of it is rehashing. CEO called them grifters. Yes, we know. But in the last few days, a new version of Markle has emerged in a series of photographs and reports, as page 6 can reveal. She's finalized plans for a new money-making venture. So what is coming down the pipe? What is about to happen? A new money-making venture. I'm all here for it. If it's something affordable I can get my hands on, I'll get it, and then I'll share it here, and then we can just talk about it. But what is the money-making venture? This was the interesting other tidbit. So, her as yet unlaunched. Okay, so this is what it says. It says her as yet unlaunched Instagram account at Megan already has 72,000 followers, including Nobel Prize winner Malaya. An insider familiar to the Sussexes told us Megan is not seeking out opportunities to be photographed, but she realized she has to live her life. None of the cameras are going to go away. So it says right here about the Instagram account, right? And it has an at, and it's saying that this account has 72,000 followers. So I clicked it, and it took me to this account. Come on. Well, now it has over 74,000 followers, and it just says Megan. I do have some followers who I guess also follow her. There's 0 posts, 0 following, but what is this random Megan account with 74,000 followers? So page 6 is saying that this is an account that she's going to be using for some money-making venture, possibly down the line. And she's going to be using this account because it already has a base. But they were saying somebody, the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, so they are correct. I typed in Malala, and I'm not saying her name correctly. I am horrible with pronouncing names. I cannot pronounce it. It's literally probably the simplest thing in my mouth. It's me. I'm horrible. But she won the Nobel Peace Prize. She is following this random Megan account that has 74,000 followers, following nobody else, and just a random profile picture of flowers. Let me turn the light on. Okay, so that's some light, not all the light. We'll see how it goes as the night progresses because I do this over a lot of time. Let's just say that. So like I said, and then I saw when I typed in Hello Magazine was following. Like you can see Hello Magazine right there. A lot of blue checks. Heather McDonald. Why is Heather McDonald following this random account? A lot of blue checks. I'm trying to see if anybody else I know following. Followers. Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It could be a fan account. Yeah, it is a fan page. OK Magazine is a follower. So this random account, yep, Sussex family page, following. So maybe people are hearing about it that, this is her side account, or she's about to do something with it, just like I did. So strange. So Megan is about to go on a money-making venture, and she could possibly be using this account. So we'll see. So back to the article. So they're saying an insider says she's not seeking out opportunities, but if the opportunities come to her, I'm sure she's going to be open to them. She realized that she's going to be photographed, so she has to live her life. None of the cameras are going to go anywhere. The Duchess has been seen shopping at the farmer's market in Montecito, revealed to have watched Barbie with friends, including neighbors Portia de Rossi, surprised a bachelorette party during another girls' night at the fancy San Eustadio Ranch, and wore a slinky bandeau dress for her 42nd birthday. celebration with Haley and friends at a top local restaurant. So they've got her pictured out, of course, all these things. That was for her birthday in the farmer's market. They say that she went to the Taylor Swift concert. So the next tidbit was all of this comes as Markle, like they're saying she's all, out and about and doing all these things. And then it goes, all of this comes as Markle, who signed with Hollywood power broker Ari Emanuel's WME, is putting the finishing touches on her new project. So there's going to be a new project, you guys. The one that everyone in her circle has been talking about. Will it be something to rival Gwyneth Paltrow's multi-million-dollar lifestyle business, Goop? So she may be going the lifestyle business route. Having some vitamins, having, some snacks, having a little clothing line, a candle, towels, little decor, jewelry. There's so much she could do. So much. Or something akin to Reese Witherspoon's production company, Hello Sunshine, which sold for $1 billion. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Reese. Will it even be the TIG 2.0, a revamp of Markle's lifestyle blog? Megan and the team are working hard, says an insider. I think it will be surprising. It won't be what everyone is expecting it to be. It will feel familiar to who Megan is. Okay. Thanks to her newfound freedom to be photographed, Markle has an indication of her commercial value. Just flashing her arm in a paparazzi photo to show an anti-stress device on her wrist sent the sales soaring. Yeah. It shows that possible commercial partners or backers that Megan retains the ability to create viral sales as she once did for Rothy's shoes and jewelry brands just by being photographed. So, I would do it too. If just the mere, me being out and about wearing something, being photographed, and then I can make money off of that, why would I not do that? Would you not do that? I don't know. But some people would that is the easiest work ever. But they don't like her, so it's different. But that's what celebrities and whatnot, they do all the time. That is. And they're no longer working royals, so they have to do some type of work. They're not going to just go and work a regular 8 to 5 working job. Is that what people think that they were going to do? Is that what people want them to do? That's just not going to happen. It's not realistic. It's just not. So they're always really going to do some type of work in this realm, in this life. In entertainment, in charity, somewhere where their faces are out there. And then also with the fact that Suits is literally everywhere. You can't not see Suits when you're gonna go watch something. I'm about to start Suits. I've never freaking watched Suits a day in my life, and I'm like, should I start it? Should I not? Let me know in the comments if you've gotten to this point in this video. Leave a black heart and let me know if you think I should start Suits or not, if it's worth it, or if I should not start Suits and why I should not. And that will be interesting, and we'll talk about it and we'll decide together if I go on that journey, because I think it's multiple episodes. I feel like this is gonna have to be a video in itself, and then this is gonna have to be another video. Yeah. So Suits. So she could still be an actress if she wanted to. But they're making a comeback. I really do think that there's something going on. I was trying to see if there was anything else. Harry might not like being in the media, but was happy to write Spare, a tell-all airing years of dirty royal laundry and deepening the ugly rift with his brother Prince William, and to pitch podcast ideas to Spotify without success. The sources in the couple's orbit say that while Harry understands he's a public figure and that it would be delusional to expect a life outside the spotlight, it is Archie 4 and Lilibet 2 he is concerned about. So he knows he's going to get the attention. He knows Meghan's going to get the attention, but he doesn't want his kids to get that attention. If he's seen at a dinner, he doesn't have a problem with it, but what he has an issue with is like protecting his kids. Like if he's out with these kids, he doesn't want people running up to him and taking pictures. Like of course, we ourselves wouldn't even want that. So it is understandable when it comes to the kids. They also have, and I did see this, I'm pretty sure I did. This week, the first glimpse at the Sussex-produced documentary, Heart of Invictus, was released, and it did not feature Markle. The first glimpse. She will be in the documentary, and that is premiering on 8:30, so I'm sure people are going to have things to say about it. It's more his thing, so don't go expecting for her to be all over it. But apparently, the other tidbit is the Sussexes will travel to Dusseldorf, Germany next month for the next round of the Invictus Games. The couple will only be seen together at the closing ceremony, underlining how much this is Harry's, situation. So they also, obviously, they bought the book rights to Meet Me at the Lake for like $3 million some odd dollars. I guess they're going to do a movie on that. But it goes on to say, they're not divorcing, they're not moving, they have more confidence, and they're at peace. They're making friends in their community, and they're feeling more comfortable to explore, says the insider. I think that may have been the end. But yeah, they're moving on, you guys. They're doing their thing. Says this article, but then it says she's okay being famous. So I think there is a narrative running, because it's the narrative of the softer approach to the royal family, the moving on and letting Harry deal with his thing and kind of with his family and stepping back from all of that, and then going into the whole, I do believe that she is going to use her commercial value, and I think that she should, because why not? People do it all day long. Why could she not do it? She was an actress and entertainer before she got married. Why not fall back on that? Women do that every day, and I think that it's a smart move. And the only thing I would say is they need to get more clever in making these things happen, because it looks so staged. It looks so fake. It looks so contrived. It's like you can see what she's doing. There needs to be a little bit more authenticity to what's happening to make it more believable, and maybe in that way people won't have so much shit to say because it's more authentic, if that makes sense. The fuck? I was just sitting here and Brittany is living her best life, you guys. The girl does not care. She's so unbothered. I think this is like so freeing for her. And I have a feeling, I'll keep my feeling to myself, but this is her. Britney Spears shares a new photo enjoying herself following divorce news. I put my green dress on and showed it with my friends. I invited my fave boys over and played all night. And this is the picture. Brittany is having the time of her life, and I'm not mad at her one single solitary moment. So I've also been watching the Swoop documentary, and if you don't know who Swoop is, she's a creator on YouTube. Here she is. Excellent. Does documentary style videos on, controversial topics and all that. So she's been doing a series on the Colleen Ballinger situation, which I've talked about on here. Colleen really has not made any other statement other than her ukulele video. She's been seen out, I believe, at like a TJ Maxx, kind of a la Amber Heard. So it's been like this whole ordeal, and then this week, Swoop comes out with this video that's like over 3 hours long, and everybody's thinking it's gonna go into like more stuff on Colleen and everything like that. It's not. It's about one of the, I guess, supposed would-be former victims to the whole situation, Johnny Salvani, however the hell you say it. He spoke a lot, and I remember seeing him on the H3 podcast, and all the other victims were up there, and he was talking so much. He was talking so much. It was incredible, and nobody else really could kind of get a word in. I was like, why is Ethan not saying anything? Why is the crew not saying anything to kind of shut him up and bring the other victims in so that they can have their point of saying something, It was so strange, but then you feel bad for feeling that way and not believing a victim, only to then be proven that you shouldn't have believed them because they were embellishing, not telling the truth, manipulating evidence, trying to change a narrative, all of these things. And it turns out this kid, Johnny Salvani, was very heavily in all the shit that was going on with Colleen. Like, he was also looking up the photos of Trisha Paytas, like her nudes and stuff via, her behind paywall type of images, and sending it to each other and like joking and laughing about it. And he admitted to like going on Google and shit and finding it and downloading them and stuff. But because he was owning up to it, you couldn't be upset with him, you couldn't be mad with him, and all of that, which is just not, no. It's so screwy. And then Joshua David Evans, who's the ex-husband of Colleen, he had been speaking about Johnny, making this big narrative of, inappropriateness going on between the two of them. But then it turns out when Swoop talked to Joshua and, asked for all the DMs between the two of them, and then asked Johnny for all the DMs between the two of them, Johnny had deleted many messages where Joshua had not, who was the, accused of being inappropriate. But the victim was deleting stuff, but Joshua was not. And it was making the narrative that Joshua was constantly reaching out to, what's his face, Johnny. But really, it was Johnny who kept reaching out to Joshua. And Adam McIntyre apparently, had issues with him as well, because he was making it like trying to one up Adam. Like, my story is deeper. What happened to me is worse. Like, this is so much worse. I sat with Swoop and had a 6-hour conversation. You had a 45-minute conversation. I was in so much deeper. You don't know about this back in the OG days. Like, and then simultaneously piggybacking off of his stories. So Adam would make a video on something, and then Johnny would get up and do a video on something so that he could get those views and attention. Just very strange behavior, like just weird, and it's so crazy how this whole thing has shifted. Like, it was on Colleen, and now all this attention, like, who is saying nothing. Apparently, they're saying that she's made like this old account on IG, and that she's kind of using that to peruse what's going on online, or she may try to start something off of that. But it's just like, what? This stuff is crazy. It was on Colleen, and now it's switched over to Johnny. It's just like, I hope people don't forget the reason why all of this was happening to begin with, because people do kind of get a little mob mentality-ish, if that's a word, and they focus in and, funnel in so much on something and forget even why they started doing it. And I feel like that even happens within the Johnnyverse of what's happening online, or, on Twitter. I don't even think people are remembering why this even started online to begin with, to combat the negativity and lies that were being spread by other lunatics, and to show support, And now it's turned into this it's just weird. It's just very weird behavior. I don't know. Weird behavior.